matchup with the Washington Redskins. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
And Peterson in week 3 against Green Bay, he woke back up 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Man, I think what you're alluding to is how his season began, right? We go back to the Arizona game to start things off at Arizona. 96 yards and a touchdown. Week 2, only 20 yards on the ground. Indianapolis bottled him up. And then he explodes against Green Bay. And throughout his career, He has exploded against Green Bay. He put 199 on him one time when he was in Minnesota. I mean, he had well over 1,700 yards against Green Bay going into this ball game when he played. So Adrian Peterson likes to see the Packers. You still see the explosiveness. You still see the toughness, the vision, and the willingness and determination to get the extra yard. He had a big, big game.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
I'll go. Set. Green 80. Move. Set.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And incomplete to open things up. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
11.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Sunday. We got three.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. Now, that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Sunday.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Move. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bortles. And incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Jackson in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Third and long, it's Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, gun.
Smith on first down. Completes it right side to Dodson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Fighting ahead at the 15. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Peterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They get it to him running left. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
It's all right, it's all right. Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Green 80.
On 1st down, Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Bortles now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, slot. 15.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason we're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Bortles again. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 80. Green 80. Move.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Smith. Well, pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Jack in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge around the scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
11.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Green 80. Green 80. 11.
To throw, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 39, Lucy.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a former Seminole, this is Chris Thompson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. To throw on second down is Smith. Docks him with a grab over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, a run with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down. That's Thompson calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson fights loose. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey, back up.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Malik Jackson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.